Right, hello everybody, it is I, Granorite, and here we are back with another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Crystal with our Gen 2 type challenge of Flying type. Our 5th Flying type team out of 7. We only have 2 teams remaining, and those are our 2 final Flying type teams, and then we are done with Gen 2, so we're going to keep pushing forward. We'll be switching next month, I believe, to Gen 3, which will be exciting. We are here in Azalea Town, ready to take on Bugsy's gym to start off this episode, and that is precisely what we are going to do while Zubat eats this Spinnerack to start things off. Hope everybody did have a wonderful weekend. Alright, we're also going to let Zubat just go ahead and eat this Ladybug. Maybe not, we'll swap over to Gligar. Gligar man. Good deal. Chomp chomp. We'll just let Zubat take on this Weedle. Alright, well, let's swap over to Gligar. Gligar take on this Paris. Pow. Good poison. Good poison back, I guess. Turn around, fair play. Alright, let's swap Mantine up. Bubble. Since Mantine needs a ton of experience to level up. There we go. What do I have in here berry-wise? I have a Poison Cure berry? Okay. Let's heal up. And it's time for Bugsy. And we want to make sure we get Zubatted on this fight so that Zubat can get some happiness up. Because participating in gym leader fights raises a Pokemon's happiness. We're going to let Natu take on this Metapod. Solid Peck. Tracker is definitely having issues keeping up today. Excuse me. Thank you. Alright, Metapod is down. Kakuna is coming out next. We will swap to Zubat because Zubat cannot get poisoned by Kakuna. I did not want to use Leech Life. My bad. I wanted to bite it. There we go. Chomp chomp. We will be seeing two episodes this evolution, 2 evolutions this episode. We will be seeing Zubat go into Golbat and Natu go into Xatu at the very end. And then we have really no idea when Golbat's going to evolve into Crobat. We could try to, fudge it, but I think we just let it happen naturally. Natu's going to take on Scyther. Good critical hit. Peck. Solid damage. Got this in the bag, Natu. This is a major, hugely powerful quick attack, which it was a critical hit. But Natu took it on the nose. Good deal. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Da-dum-dum-ba-dum-dum-ba-di-da-di-dum-bum. Alright, we are going to teach Fury Cutter to Gligar in place of Harden. Because who needs Harden? If you want to raise your defense curl like anybody else. Alright, we are going to swap up our Zubat to start our fight against our rival. What does our rival even have? Cyndaquil? We were paralyzed, but we have a paralysis cure berry, so Zubat is fine to eat this ghost. Alright, he's gonna send out his Zubat. We have to have a Zubat fight. I mean, it is actually in the rules. We just required. It's not in the rules, but we have to have a Zubat fight. We can't let him think that his Zubat is superior to ours. Alright, he does get the Supersonic off, but we have taken down a lot of damage already. Come on, Zubat! Good deal. Quilava. So Mantine has got this Quilava's number the entire game. We'll take a few bubbles, but Mantine will get there. Good deal. Alright, let's swap up Gligar. And proceed into the forest. Get this, revive. Might as well take out any cocoons we come across. Only the cocoons, not the other Pokemon. Alright. Farfetch'd is back. We get cut. So we'll go ahead and teach that. And the reason, remember, I fight the cocoons is because we have to get it right up to level 20 by the time we fight Whitney, and there's not that many trainers between now and then. We have 3 levels to get on everybody, so we'll grass training now while we have to travel through the forest. Will put us up a little faster. And the cocoons do give us like 70 experience a pop, which is worth it. Can anybody learn Headbutt? Gligar and Mantine can. But we'll teach it to Gligar. I don't think it's worth teaching it to Mantine. Teach him place a Swift. Headbutt. Good damage. Hey, Christianabon, happy Monday. Yeah, the weekend and the game weekend did go very well. Thanks for asking, and thanks for remembering. I hope you also had a good weekend. Well, let's swippity swap up Mantine. Bubble attack. Bubble attack again. Oh, well, that's good. Nice, relaxing is good. So we are facing our hard gym fight in this episode. We are facing Whitney and her rollout Miltank, and so that is going to be the hardest gym leader I think we fight in Johto. Maybe even the whole game? Apart from like Blue? It will be tough for this team. Yes, it will. Alright. Let's do... Yeah, we'll do Gligar. You're right, which is why we're going to go with our tried and true Sand Attack strategy. Sand Attack Mud Slap. And lower its accuracy into Oblivion, and hope that gives us a fighting chance. And we also have Confusion on 2 of our Pokemon already, so maybe we can use that as well. Let's swap up Natu. Peck. Peck. Nightshade. All right. All right. We'll let Zubat eat some Slowpokes. Should be able to just chop right through them. Okay. I was worried we were not going to take out the Magnemites with a Mud Slap, but we do. Oh, well, didn't take down that one. Mantine trying to learn Bubble Beam. Excellent. Absolutely. Alright, let's let Zubat go. Should be able to leave here with everybody. There's no haircuts on Mondays. With everybody up a level. To level 18, that is. Chomp chomp. I still feel like Zubat is our problem child because it only knows like bite for good damage. He'll give Mantine a haircut. I would, but there's no haircut people. I would give Zubat a haircut because I want Zubat to get happier. But alas, no haircuts on Mondays. Alright. Now we gotta do some grass training up to level 20. Yeah, it does. It absolutely does. But we're getting close. I think we learned Wing Attack here, after we beat Whitney. Reason why you never use it in Gen 1, yeah. So once we learn Wing Attack, it'll get a lot better. And then, you know, it'll get a big power boost. A decent power boost when it evolves into Golbat, but an even bigger power boost when it evolves into Crobat. Oh my goodness, the Snubbles running away are just wasting attacks. You had it in this gen on your first team only because it evolves and could learn Fly, so you had a Gen 2 Pokemon with Fly. Gotcha. Alright. Natu learned Teleport and is at level 20. Wonderful. Alright, let's do Zubat, since Zubat will probably be the hardest here. Oh, we learned to Fuse Ray. Hey, that's actually pretty good. Maybe we don't learn Wing Attack here. Did what I was gonna do. Just run away from the Ditto. I think it learns Wing Attack before it evolves into Golbat in Gen 3. And I think I was accidentally looking at that the other day. But we will eventually learn Wing Attack with it. Confuse Ray so much better than Supersonic? Absolutely. 100% chance to confuse? Oh yeah. Alright, there's level 20 for Zubat. Swap to Gligar. It evolves first at level 22. What level does it learn Wing Attack in Gen 2? Alright, Gligar's trying to run Quick Attack. We will pass on the Quick Attack. Alright, let's Bubble Beam everything here with Mantine. Guess I could look here and see when Zubat learns it. Learns Wing Attack at level 30? Okay. Well, that's going to be a little while, isn't it? At least we'll have it for Chuck. That's its next move after Confuse Ray. That's quite a gap. And then it learns like Haze or something, doesn't it? Mean Look at 42 and Haze at 55. Yeah. You know, Haze isn't bad if you really wanted to go for a strategy and making sure you're eliminating stat boosts or stat drops. But there's only a few trainers that really do that. And like Double Team or Evasion drops are like probably the worst from notable trainers. Alright, there's level 20 on Mantine. Alright. So let's let Zubat do this first fight. It learns via level up or TM a total of 9 attacking moves. That's pretty low. And one of those is Leech Life. Ugh. Chomp chomp. Alright. Let's swap up Gligar for this next fight. Alright, let's swap up Mantine for this next fight. Bumblebee! When Golbat evolves to Crobat, it only gains the ability to learn Fly, so 10 attacking moves. Oh, Golbat can't even learn Fly? It's gotta be Crobat? Peck down some Jigglypuffs. Pop those balloons. 11 if you count hidden power. Okay. Alright, let's go heal, so we're at full health for this Whitney fight. We're going to swap Zubat up to take on the Clefairy, so we get the happiness boost. We need to make sure that Zubat doesn't go down and gets a happiness drop. That would be bad. Alright, Whitney fight, here we go. Clash of the Ages. We're gonna drop a Confuse Ray on this Clefairy. Excellent. Good start. Confuse no more. That was a short confusion. Critical hit, double slaps. Look at that damage. Good flinch. Wow. Have to keep the blind bat happy. Yeah, it hangs on to 3 HP against that Clefairy. Alright, Miltank's coming out next. We're going to swap to Gligar, because Gligar takes neutral damage from rollout because of its ground typing. Sand attack. 1. 2. Oh, no. 2. 3. We speed tie it. Okay, I have a super potion in here, though. 4. 5. 6. Okay. Well, Miltank's HP or accuracy is as low as it goes. We're gonna drop some potions here on the Gligar, and we're gonna try to Fury Cutter this Miltank down now. Wish me luck. If it flinches us with the stomp, we gotta start over. Okay, why is it still hitting us? What's the point of even reducing its accuracy? Nice. Good job, Gligar. I haven't even given myself my last badge. We'll go ahead and teach Attract to Zubat in place of Supersonic. Give it something else. Thanks for the nice win. It was really good. Swap up the Mantine for this first fight. And go heal up. And then off to Ecruteak. Bubble Beam the Vulpix. It will not stand a chance. Alright, let's swap up Natu. Sandshrew. 20 damage flat. Nice. I don't think it mattered if we pecked or nightshaded the Meryl. It was still going to take about the same amount of hits. Alright, well next we have a Pikachu. I think Natu can take on a Pikachu. Yeah, especially if it uses Growl and misses. Alright, let's swap Zubat. Chomp chomp. Chomp chomp. And then Mantine. Take on some Magmars for a ton of experience points. Alright, we'll just mud slap these first couple Voltorbs. And then we'll swap out Zubat and bite. I cannot remember if this Venonat knows Confusion, so we'll just use Natu and peck it. Alright, we send her back. Beat up on some a Pidgey and a Pidgeotto. Chomp chomp. Alright. I don't think anybody can learn rollout. Nope. Let's go back and get the Squirtle water bottle, Squirtle pail. Let's go heal. And into the Bug Park we go. Let's pick up this Quick Claw. We normally skip it, but we'll take it. Chop chop. See, I don't know why they use Tail Whip and then Bite, because Bite is not a physical attack in this game. Maybe the coders coded it wrong, but it's one of those things that it's like all dark attacks are special. So even though you are physically biting someone, you are doing a special attack. Cubone. We'll just keep Zubat out. We're getting really close to getting the level up in the evolution. All right. Update our title there. Alright, let's send out Gligar against this Raichu. And while we beat up on this Raichu, we will read about Golbat. So Golbat is still medium fast leveling rate. Is a large blue Chiropteran Pokemon with with purple wing membranes. It has small eyes with slit-like pupils, along with tiny triangular ears with purple insides, and a massive mouth with 2 fangs in each jaw. The fangs are smaller on a female Golbat. While its mouth seems to be otherwise empty, Golbat occasionally displays a long purple tongue, as we saw in Gen 1. It has short legs with long, tiny feet. Despite this, Golbat can walk skillfully on the ground. Golbat's fangs have hollow tubes, similar to straws, specialized for sucking blood. While they are strong enough to pierce thick hide, they are also unexpectedly fragile, and there are some Golbat that have missing fangs as a result of their hunger-fueled attempt to try drinking blood from Steel-type Pokemon. Just a second. Golbat feeds on the blood of both Pokemon and humans and is capable of drinking over 10 ounces or 300 milliliters of blood in one sitting. It is gluttonous, and it drinks so much blood that its blood type will change to that of its victim following a feed. It occasionally gorges itself to the extent that it becomes too heavy to fly, leaving itself vulnerable in turn. However, it is willing to share gathered blood with other members of its kind that are hungry. One particular Golbat could utilize Supersonic to produce a magic mirror in its mouth for scrying to see things from a distance, even if walls or lands are in the way. Golbat is nocturnal and can be found quite easily in caves. I didn't know about the scrying thing. I don't remember that. I guess it's one particular one. And our Gen 2 Pokedex information for Golbat. Gold says, however hard its victim's hide may be, it punctures with sharp fangs and gorges itself with blood. Silver says it could drink more than 10 ounces of blood at once. If it has too much, it gets heavy and flies clumsily. And Crystal says when it plunges its fangs into its prey, it instantly draws and gulps down more than 10 ounces of blood. Oh, it does it in like a single gulp? Because if it does it in a single gulp, that's terrifying. Alright, let's use Natu. Peck down a couple Psychic Pokemon. And a Tangela. We'll swap up Mantine to take on this Sudowoodo. We'll grab Rock Smash. Blow up this Jigglypuff and Clefairy. And then Drowsy after that. Okay. Let's talk to Bill. Heal up. Go get our awakenings and sell some stuff. Alright, let's just keep Mantine up to start. I do always like fighting these Eevee sisters, and they give a ton of experience. Alright, let's let Natu take on this Espeon. Good damage. Let's let Golbat take on Umbreon. Leech Life. We'll also confuse Riot. Not gonna get hit once from that confusion. Alright, let's... We could just let Golbat take on the Vaporeon as well. With all of its bajillion HP. And then we'll let Gligar take on the Jolteon. Alright, we get Surf. Teach that in place of Bubble Beam. We'll also teach it to our Mew. Still can't believe he can't learn Dig, Gligar. Ba-bum. Alright, now I don't really have a good matchup. Well, I guess I could use Mantine to just surf the Magnemite. I was trying to think, like, what am I going to do against this Magnemite? Well, hopefully Mantine can just super surf it. And he cannot. Almost about said he can. Zubat, well, we have to send our Golbat out. We have to still assert our Zubat dominance against our rival. Good flinch. Alright, go lava down. Alright, now we're going to level up to 25 on everybody. At least Golbat cannot be poisoned while we're down here. We are going to need more bites than what we have, though. All right. Golbat's gonna get pretty good though once we get wing attack. Definitely gonna be a huge stat boost for it. Alright, let's use Natu next because I think Natu's gonna take a little bit. Also, Natu is our next evolution, so we want to get that. And we're poisoned. And this is why it's going to take a while with Natu, because of the poison. And I don't have a good damaging attack to use against these coughings. The coughings give so much experience. If they use Tackle, we're good. Otherwise, there's always a chance we're going to get poisoned. Alright, almost there with Natu. Alright, that'll do it, and get our next evolution. All right. We'll do Mantine next, and we'll keep going while we read about Xatu. So Xatu, still medium fast leveling rate Pokemon, is a green condor-like Pokemon with long red and black tipped white fangs, white wings that cover most of its front. Underneath its wings are designs that resemble red eyes, along with its main green coloration. Xatu's design has accents of black, yellow, and red. There's an extra set of yellow stripes on a male Xatu. It has almond eyes, a long, slightly hooked beak, and 2 long red feather crests. Xatu's feet have only 2 toes, one in the front and one in the back. Xatu's design is similar to a totem pole or a Kachina doll. Xatu tends to stand still all day, constantly observing the sun's movement. One theory explains that Xatu can see into the future with its right eye and the past with its left, and it does not move due to fears of its visions of the future coming true. The anime has shown that it can communicate by moving its wings in a semaphore fashion. Xatu is believed to live in the forests of South America. And our Gen 2 Pokedex information for Xatu, Gold says they say it stands still and quiet because it's seeing both the past and future at the same time. Silver says in South America, it is said that its right eye sees the future and its left eye views the past. And Crystal says once it begins to meditate at sunrise, the entire day will pass before it moves again. And that is our information on Xatu, and I need to get more surfs. Okay. Ooh, a Wheezy. Took it down still with a single surf. That's nice. A lot of experience. Except for all the Rattatas we're getting. And Zubats. Alright, Mantine's trying to learn Takedown. We'll learn it in place of Tackle, might as well. Not that we use him much. Alright, that just leaves Gligar for leveling up. And just headbutt everything. Okay, one more level. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Alright, well this is where we're going to end our episode for today. We do hope you all enjoyed it. We'll be back tomorrow with more Pokemon, and we'll see you all next time. Take care, everybody. Happy Monday.